Oh, excuse me 1 second, just got to adjust the microphone. I moved it earlier. And I need to move it back. Right. Okay, there we go. Right. Let's just start the game. Right, let's just do on the safe side. Let's get rid of these old auto saves. There we go. Right, we go silver needed. Okay, now I've had a brief look into the whole thing about raids and mechs and stuff like that, and there seems to be some conflicting information that I found. Some people say they do tend to go in the same spots. Others say they go wherever there's a big enough space. Still, so basically it's like one of those. I'm gonna have to do some testing. Now, I'm so sorry. Sorry about that. It's like, happened in a little bit later earlier, and I feel better for that. So, yes, we're gonna have to, if we want to do some like sort of to deal with things properly, we are gonna have to set up a kill box, as it's called. Now, there is not so much an issue, but there's a thing I have to take into consideration when I'm doing this. I mentioned it yesterday. Now, obviously, I'm working on the 40k vehicles as well, and I want to end up with the Baneblade, the Land Raider, all the big boy tanks, things like that. However, there is a problem. Well, not a problem, just to say a thing we need to adjust. See what I mean? Look, I've literally not changed anything from yesterday, and this graphics is now glitched. Why? Why does it do that? So, I'm going to pause it for a moment. So, one thing I have to take into consideration is the vehicles and tanks. So, whilst I would very much like to have the kill box here, and then I have it, maybe clear this area out and have like a big wall, because apparently you have to have at least one way to your troops and whatever to get in and out. Yeah, I'm going to have to do some serious sort of planning and finding out how big the Land Raiders are in comparison. But one thing I can do, and I realised this was one of those, as I was sort of dropping off to sleep last night, I was like, I can do this. So, now I've used this before a couple of times. People have seen me use it. So let's go to the good evening. So yeah, we go to the prefab thing, and there's a section here called, where is it? I can't remember if it's military or if it's castles and abilities. Let's go for military first of all. Right. Okay, first things first, before we go anywhere, the latest trailer for Fantastic Four has come out. And I know straight away there's going to be those types of people who do not know what they're talking about putting out a big complaint about one particular thing. Because, yeah, the new I posted it in the Discord, there under the general chat section. There is a new Fantastic Four trailer out. I am not necessarily on the hype train because of it, but that's not because of the film. That's just because me going to movies in cinemas in general. It's something I've put on the back burner for a while. But I am definitely in the station looking at the confectionery at the newsstand, if that makes sense. But there's a couple of bits in it that were like, yeah, they've got, let's just say, without spoiling anything, and it's probably the last thing I'll say on it for the moment, even though I probably will say about it more later, is they have the vibe right, as far as I'm concerned. I won't say any more. I will not say any more. Right, so, as I was mentioning yesterday, if we want to sort of progress to like the real sort of high-tech... yeah, go and check it out now. I'm just going to be babbling for little bits and pieces now. So, okay, so yeah, I have to take into account several things when start to make the defences. Because whilst technically speaking this is supposed to be like a resort, it has drifted majorly towards more sort of a military 40k type thing. So we're going to need to have fortifications of some kind. Now there are many different types, and as you can see here, somebody's actually made some kill boxes already. This one's with flamethrowers. Hopefully the heavy flamethrowers. But if you're going to do something like that, there is one here. A huge turret kill box, designed to stagger attacker approach and then catch them in an open area under turret fire. Includes 25-minute turrets, 4 autocannons and 2 uranium slug turrets, which are the heavy boys I was talking about yesterday. However, I have, I mean, this this is like, let's just show you how big it is. This is 49 by 41. I have to zoom out for this. Yeah. It's big. It's very, very big, this particular one. It does have a flaw though. Well, flaw for me, in that size isn't the issue. The problem is this does not have enough room for the vehicles to get through. So if you look carefully on the right side of the template where it's the blue, you can see there's a little gap. That is basically where they would come in. They would come into here and everyone gets absolutely funneled into the area, you know, turrets and stuff like that. Now I'm not going to use this particular design because one, that's too big, but it also is just like, it does not fit what I am after. But again, we'll go back to the prefab and you go to the military one. Now I do like some of these like little designs, like the little turret clusters, like the things with the autocannons, the kill box with this is like no turret kill box. It's like I need something that has support for vehicles, big vehicles. So I'm not going to use these exact designs, but I will probably take some inspiration from them, like a version of this. Like, see, that was the one I just showed just then. Yeah, I mean, I could probably put that down and then modify it as I see fit. Yeah, maybe sort of make the entranceway a little bit larger, or maybe put like a gate in it or something like that. I don't know, but it's a big thing. So what I can do is I can have it say roughly in this area here, or maybe, because then it will be reasonably close to here and we can bring the vehicles around and stuff like that. So this will probably be, oh yeah, you've seen the trailer. Yeah yeah. How many people are going to be so wrong about one particular character saying it's one thing when it isn't? Even I knew straight away as soon as I saw, and I'll admit my comic knowledge is a little bit on the rusty side, but I knew straight away. So it's like, oh, they're going with that, are they? Okay. But it's, I'll say, I'm not necessarily saying on the hype train, because like I said, it's just me going to the theatres at the moment. It's just not it's just not something that's sort of, you know, I wouldn't want to do at the moment. It's not the theatre's fault. It's a me thing. I'm not a great fan of going out to the cinema on my own sort of thing. I can do it, but if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it with a group of several friends. A different person chosen for that job. Yeah, there's and there was just other little things as well, little lines thrown here and there. I'm cautiously optimistic about it. I'm really digging the cast so far. Really freaking digging the cast. Okay, right. So, yeah. Like I say, I'm going to take... I mean, I could, in theory, and this is something I'm going to have to do some searching for, is... Yeah. I mean, if we see... I need to find out how big the Land Raider and the big tanks are. So, let me just sort of pause this for a moment, and we'll go to... Yeah, because I think it shows how big they are. Or at least gives you a rough idea how big they are. Right, so... Are you going to see the Thunderbolts in IMAX? Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, honestly, That would be nice. Yeah, the cinema does have. Yeah, that would be operational. There used to be. I'm not going to say where it is because there I am. It'll be majorly doxing if I say so. But let's just say there is a particular cinema in London that has options to has an IMAX theatre, and whenever there was an IMAX option, I would go and see that on there in the premium seats because it's like, yeah, I probably do sit, be comfortable. Have a massive plate of nachos and popcorn. That's the thing. It's like when I go to cinema with friends. Yeah, I can go to cinema on my own. I think I just prefer going with friends now. So, right, let's get back to this. Okay, so we need to find I think they're called the heavy tanks or the Titan tanks. I know we go all. Let's have a look. Yeah. There's one place in London that does IMAX. There's a surprising number of them. Again, I've got to be careful what I say because, I don't really want to dox myself, but it is. There's a surprising amount of places that do IMAX now, so, or what they call IMAX. Okay. So looking at this. See, passengers. So that's got a 14 capacity. So that's more of a tank. Looking at it, that one looks smaller. Definitely going to see fun. Yeah, I'm very much not surprised by that one. Okay, right. So if we say, judging by, these are the Titanic tanks. If we go by this, the Stereus super heavy tank is a massive super heavy grav tank utilised exclusively by the primary space marines. So basically this is probably going to be the biggest tank we're going to have. Let me just check to make sure there's no other ones. I don't think so. Where is it? Ultimate tanks. So, there you go, the Baneblade and the Land Raider. Okay, so so look at this, it is going to be the Titanic ones. Okay, so if we work off of that, it doesn't. Okay, yeah, because this is the thing that uses uranium as fuel, right? This is slow. It's only like 7.2 cells per second, which is not fast. Has a chunky cargo space, which is cool. It's a little bit slower, but to be fair, it's like, okay. So it's that. Because I need to check to see how big the Asterius is going to be. Now, obviously, it's going to be a long time before I actually get to the point where I can use that. But I'm going to have to at least make the doors big enough to fit that through, because if I can't, then it's like, we have built the best tank the Imperium has ever seen. Unfortunately, we can't drive it outside the colony base because it's too big. Yeah, we don't want that. Right, so where does that come from? That comes from the. Okay, so that comes from the Rimworld mod. Okay, Rimworld. I just want to see if I can find the stats for it. Okay, Rimworld. Okay. Rimworld. That's the little security boys. Backpacks. Oh, it's the spacer module, right? Okay, so I need to find the spacer module. Okay. So we'll go to that person. Anyone who make it? Yes, that's the spacer. This is the hard part. I'm looking at the wrong thing, that's why. Oh, again, I look at the wrong freaking one. Oh, sorry. I need to find out like how. I mean, looking at this, it looks like it's about 4 times the size. You know, looking at the profile here. Yeah, the Stormhammer and Guilliman's personal carrier steerers does make mightiest and biggest tanks in the Imperial Armada. So these are literally going to be the biggest things we're going to build short of aircraft. Ah, here we go. Imperial vehicles of Rimworld. Right. Oh, good. Yeah. Oh, good. Right. Okay. This actually does say what this size of them are like. So the Rhino is 4x4. I'm going to bookmark this. There you go. The Predator goes up to 4x5. The Baneblade is 11x9. The Stormhammer is 15x9. So the Asterius is 11x9. Okay, so the biggest is going to be wow. Okay, so the biggest is going to be Stormhammer. Ironically. That's a grav tank, right? Okay. So it's the Asterius is a more maneuverable one. The Stormhammer is basically it's a lot. Okay, so that needs uranium as well, right? Okay, that's fair enough. We've also got the Overlords, which is a lot wider, but that's an aircraft. The Land Raider is 11x9. Okay, so it looks like that the big vehicles are all X/9, like the tier 4 ones, even the flying ones. So if I make it so that the kill box, as we call it, garage door, or whatever you want to call it, if I make that say 11 wide, if I make that 11 wide, then that gives a couple of extra bits and pieces, for driving through without any issues. Plus, then I can do my usual 13x13 module thing. So, I first of all need to sort of roughly work out, because this is going to determine where everything else goes. I need to work out roughly where I want the entrance to be. Now, I'm probably going to have to build a dirty, great big wall all along here, which probably won't be a problem up here because these are all sort of built in anyway. But it's going to be here. This will be an issue because obviously this is basically a hedge, and they'll be able to get through a hedge very, very easy because it's got like 50 HP. Whereas a steel wall, for example, has 600 HP. So what I can do is I can break this bit down and move it in and down. So it's literally just going to be squished a little bit. I think I need to work out as well, and is what wall am I going to use? Am I going to do a single wall or am I going to do a double wall and things like that? So again, let's go back to prefabs. And here's the reason why I went to castles and nobility, because here, for example, a castle wall. Use the prefabs bounding box lineup, and remember there's no undo options, so save often. So we could have the equivalent of, I'm not going, it's difficult to sort of see on here, but it'll be like this, a area where people can come in. There'll be like a like an airlock system, but for the tanks. So we need to make sure that they are 11 wide. Now I suspect there is no, like I think we call it, no door that can be 11 by 11 wide that can fit into that. Let me just check. So we've done the Rimworld, I think. Yeah, so I can have like 7 by 1. So I could probably get away. With doing like no, because it needs to be 11. So I'm going to have to think about this because, yeah, I need to have at least, like I say, an 11 wide gap for the big boys to fit through. So, first thing is, before we go anywhere further, I need to decide where the base entrance is going to be. I think, personally, this area here, or maybe even sort of have it sort of roughly around here, will be the optimal area. Although I suspect, looking at the map, the middle is going to be here. I'm not happy with that. Now, the other way I could do it as well is to actually have the base kill box, whatever you want to call it, here. Downside is, again, this is where things are. So here's roughly where the kill box is going to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put down in wood, if you pardon the expression, roughly an 11 by 11 line. That will be my marker to tell me that's where the entrance is going to go. Plus, because by the time we get around to finishing it off and completing the circuit, I will know, boom, that is where I want the middle part to go. I need to roughly decide where I'm going to do it first of all. So let's go. Let's do this now. Let's go for some. I don't even have to go for anything major. I could just go for something. Now, where is it? Like a log wall or something like that, just to sort of make it basic. Oh, there you go. A simple, weak, and impassable wall capable of holding up a roof, and that basically, a wall with a firing port to allow shooting from relatives safely. That will be interesting to have as well. Half glass wall capable of holding up a roof, but more fragile than a wall. Does not block light. Blah 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 blah. So yeah, I'm going to go with the rustic wall to begin with, because we've got plenty of it. So now I've got something to build. You can see that is as far out as I can build. That line. So if I want to have a reinforced wall here, I'm going to have to shrink the memorial garden by probably probably by about like 1 or 2, depending on how thick I make the walls. Now coming down here may be a problem, but we can integrate the wall with with this free, so that's not an issue. Now it'll go along here, and again, thinking about it, keep making the wall too thick that is now starting to look more like a viable option. Again, down to here as well, through the corner of shame, past here, all the way up to here, up to here. Again, I will probably shrink this in by another what do you call it? Another block, because it's not going to be a major problem. You know, we can have like that up to there. So that's the app. That one there is. I'm just going to use it just as sort of like as a guideline. That'll be where it'll go, and then we can have like a double wall up to here. Again, I will probably double wall it here. This can then integrate with that. This will make it a little bit smaller, but that's not a problem. This is just like the backup for things. And down here. Right, so looking at this, I need to see roughly how much space I've got here. So starting here, the working space is 684. That's how much it will take. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that's how wide it is. That is so 684 divided by 3 is approximately. Actually, wait a minute. I don't maybe not have to do that. Okay. So it'll tell me how much space I had. Okay. No problem. Right. So. Yeah, if I lay down, like I say, an 11 by 11 rustic wall, and then we'll make the actual. Actually, no. I mean, there's nothing to say that. I can't have like different parts of the castle of different sides. Everything on, like, say, the east side could have like the double thick stuff. But let's have a look at this. I'm going to keep it on 1 so the game actually makes some progress whilst I'm doing things. So. If we want this area to be like the kill box, or do we want this area to be it? And sort of funnel him in this way, and down here type thing. Because obviously I want to keep this corner area from basically like there to here to be where the starship is going to be built. And let's just pop, let's just again, just to sort of remind me. Because I found out that technically, I have the resources to build a starship right now. However, I don't have the technology. That's the annoying thing. So let's go with power first of all. Hidden conduit. Oh yeah, I've forgotten to hook this back up to here because I did a thing. Alright, okay, let's do another hard save before I forget. Right. So yeah, that corner there I've marked off. That is Starship Corner. The actual starships themselves don't take up a lot of space. You can pretty much just have a starship made with just like one person flying, and it's pretty small. It can fit into this area here. It's really rustic, very sort of crude and cheap and cheerful, as the saying goes, but it's functional. I don't want it to be just functional. I want it to actually look semi-decent as well. Okay. Right. Yeah, let's get it. So, right. So, yeah, this is a big area we've got for the ship. So I have to allow... I have to allow for the wall. So if we say we're going to have a 2x2 wall, so we go 1, 2, like that. Actually, let's make it a... I can move this later. Yeah, let's move this now, actually. Okay, let's... Yeah, because it's going to be like basically two 13x13 blocks. So start from that, we go 13, 13, and then 13 there. And we're going to put like just one little door. We'll put one little door there for the moment. And then from here it will be 13, 13, 13. Okay, so that's the minimum I want the ship to be, because you have like the engines, or it's going to be the storage stuff. So that's... Actually, you know what? No, let's do it properly. Let's do it properly. Let's make it a... Let's make it a... there we go. Yep, so let's do it from there. And we'll have 13 down to there. There you go, 13 to there. And that should be 26. Yeah, there you go. So that is the area that has been reserved for the Starship. So that's a pretty big space. Plus it's by the vehicle construction base, so any things that get made can be brought over here and blah, 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 blah. Now that still gives a chunky bit of room for defences. So using that as a guide, and I want to have, like, say, an 11 gap. I need to position this in such a way that it's... okay, so Cersei's no longer inspired, right. I need to decide where this is, because everything else is going to be built around this. And if I mess this up, I'm going to start swearing. So, I mean, we could have it there, and then have the kill box sort of thing. So if we say... we'll try and get it roughly in the middle. It doesn't have to be exact, it just has to be rough. Again, I want to double check something. I'll get an idea of the exact size I've got. Okay, so 684. Remember, that's 684. 684. 684. 684. 684. 684 divided by 3. That's how many wood bits it takes up. Okay. That's 228. Okay, so 228, half of 228 is 114. Okay, so I need to go, starting from the bottom thing, I need to go 114. No, I was right. No, I'm wrong. I was absolutely wrong. No, that is heat. No, I bought up my calculations. I'm thinking of how many actual wood that would take up. Okay, that probably actually is 600 up on there. Okay, let's do this again, because I'm confusing myself. Okay, so we'll start again. Go for the structure. Go for what is it? The rustic wall. Yeah, we'll go for that. Okay, so that is how many squares it takes up. Okay, wow, this map is actually a lot bigger than I thought it was. Okay, so it is 684, and oh no, it is. No, it is. No, yeah, I'm overthinking it. It's like, yeah, look, it's because the midpoint of the thing, it tells you how many squares there are. Okay, so I was right. I was correct. Like I said, I'm just, that's it. It's on the 28 divided by 2. Yeah, I need to go 114, which time. Yeah, 114 times by 3. 342. Okay. Again, there is a logic to it. It's because the mid part sort of scrolls up. So using this, and go 342. Right. So this will be the midpoint. Will be there. Okay. So I need to. Okay, so there's that. Alright, so that's roughly where it is. So. And it's a bit of palaver, I know, but it's more of a. I want to get this right. So where is it? There was a... Okay, it was in line with that. So I do remember that bit there and that bit there. Right, okay, we're getting there. So we did a rustic wall, and if we say... God, this is annoying. No, you know what I can do? I know what I can do. Right, first of all I need to pause the game. Which is pause. Right, okay, cool. I know what I can do. Oops. I know what I can do. So we go rustic. For 342, which puts it there. Okay, so that's the midpoint. Do this manually. There we go. So that's the midpoint. There we go. Get rid of these. Of course, there's a lot going on there. Wow, it really is not a... I really didn't like it when I tried to do that for some reason. Oh, it's because there's a boom rat in the way, right? That's what's confusing things. There you go. Yeah, that's why, because I had to select. There you go. Alright, we'll try that again. Okay. Right, so. Okay, good, yes, it's picked it. So that's the midpoint. So if we want to have it to be 11 by 11, I need to go 5 up and 5 down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so obviously once the fortifications have been built, this, I'm going to make it 3 wide, just so it sort of blocks. Just make it 11 by 11. No, let's give it like that. Give it like that. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be what the gate is, or the entrance. So from here on south, again, I need to decide, do I want to go for double wall or single wall? I'm leaning towards double wall, maybe even going triple wall to protect stuff. Because this is where things are going to be focusing. This is where they're going to be coming in. So again, just to sort of start things off, I can always expand it a little bit later. Now I can go with an armoured wall here, which is an impulse. That's actually not a bad... That might work. Okay, let's just try something first of all. Let's just put an armoured wall here. But let's just put 3 units there and 3 units there. Actually, I can get rid of this now that I've got this lined up. There we go. Boom. There we go. So look at the armoured wall. The HP on this. Oh, that's not bad. Steel armoured wall. 1600 HP compared to a regular steel wall, which is 600. So it's almost 3 times. Almost. Let's actually just pop that in there as well, so I know that that's the entrance. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to put some asphalt down. Because this will help, channel things and make sure stuff doesn't grow there, and to keep what's going to be the kill box open. So I don't want broken asphalt. I want it to look reasonably clean. So let's go with some regular asphalt right here. There you go. What I'll do is I'll let this little bit build and I'll see how it looks, and then we'll go from there. And I think keeping things at a too thick wall, I think will work, because then we can integrate it into the other walls without do too much restructuring. It's going to take a fair amount of steel. It's definitely going to take a fair amount of steel. So what I can always do to save on resources is to do the outer wall first, and then do the inner wall in certain areas where I feel they may need it, or to offer a little bit of extra protection and stuff like that. But we'll come back to that. Let's just crank this back up to normal speed. Right, so the plan for the kill box is this. This is going to be the entrance. Another reason why I'm using the asphalt as well, because as I say, we will need to factor that into the vehicles. So we could have, let's say, the turrets and everything else lined up, like say here, for example. Then any of the vehicles can still come out. They can maybe drive up along here, and then they can go up, I don't know, maybe up to where it is. This is why I had to build a wall first, and come in, maybe drive up around here. I might get rid of this bit so they can, and then go dip, and then go out this way. Because obviously, these things are also going to be good for mobile turrets, especially of Rhino and things like that. Because that's like 1, 2, 3 by 4. Yeah, that's a 3 by 4 basically, or maybe even 4 by 4. If you want to be, allow for the turrets. So, but having said that, this I think is a good idea, because it also helps to, this also feels like a natural, let's say, like a natural kill box. But this is the big one. This is going to be what's going to be an issue here. But yeah, we will come back to that. We've got more important things to worry about. Like we have an impending birth between, yeah, a Custodes baby with wings. That's going to be. That kid's going to grow up to be terrifying. But it's a good job actually thinking about it. If I'm right. No, they don't have. No, they're going to be inheriting a lot from their mother. A lot. That looks so cool. Right, so I have to wait for these to grow. So not much I can do there. Right. How? Yeah, each of these walls does take up 10 steel. So, yeah. So yeah, to begin with, it is just going to be that. So let's just actually just get the corner bits positioned first, because that will help to. Let's do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do each corner 5 by 5. Yeah, 5 by 5. Okay. Oops. All right. Yeah. Okay. All the way over to here. All the way over to here. Okay, and there. There you go. Is that right? I'm not sure if it is. Oh no. We'll go with that one. Right. So it's this one that's going to be the issue. This corner here. So, where has it gone? Where's the structure? I should have saved that. Never mind. Yeah, we want the. You've got steel armored wall. So we put 1, 5 there. Although, having said that, having the grass go right up against the wall like that, I don't think that's a problem. I don't think we really need to do that. We'll see how it looks afterwards. This will be like one of the last areas we'll fix up. It's more this. Yeah, because it's going to take a little while because everyone's doing their thing. And this is like low down on the priority list because there's other things being built. Clearing up all this mess, for example. Yep, there we go. Yeah, because they've got big things here they're needing to build. We've got crypto sleep casket. Yep. But we have our first STC as well, which is going to be a big help. And we're almost back up to 2,000 silver. So we've like we had the issues with the steel before. It might even be worth making maybe making a second quarry. Or maybe not. No, we'll stick to just the one quarry for now. We'll stick to the one. It's this I'm interested in. So yeah, this is got like the bits and pieces here. Because if this is where they're going to land, or where the raids come from, in a way they have to have a clear path. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a straight path, or it can't. It could also be a path absolutely riddled with turrets and things like that. I mean, we saw the other bit as well. So I mean, just to sort of, where is it? Turrets. Where is it? Oh, Jade's gained a side link. So I'll do that in a second. For example, the Astartes bolter turret. That doesn't take up a huge amount of space. So we could actually we could have, like, you know what? Just for a giggle, I'm going to put one turret there. I'm going to put one turret there. Do they need power? That's the question. I'd be very surprised if they don't. Okay, so these are good at close range, not so great at long range. Okay, they can hit at long range, they're just not 360 rounds per minute. Oh, that's beefy. Okay, the question is how much power do they need? Probably don't. Yes, I think they probably don't need power, right? Right, so Jade, you are now, what's it? Yeah, we're going to have you as a, like I said, as a kind of Jedi, but kind of not. There we go. Because you've got a lightsaber. Okay, so yeah, those are the projects they've been working on. Yeah, how much? Yeah, looking at this, how much do these take? I think we probably also need to have somebody manning the turrets as well. So, Imperial Fortifications. This is the things I was trying to. Yeah, this. I remember now. Yeah, it wasn't these that were going to go here. It was going to be these things with their sort of. It's an auto turret. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, I want the auto turrets. Right, so we'll come back to those. He found a seed. Good for him. Because then we're still going to have room over here for the hospital. Yeah, it's like it's this bit here that I'm kind of concerned with. Because this is going to take, like I say, unlike the normal steel walls, this is going to take 10 per square because it's reinforced. This is the heavy duty stuff. Uranium slug turret. There we go. Shuttles arrived to pick up Jaden. Okay. Nice having you here, sir. If you could get in the shuttle, that'd be fantastic. Thank you. That's it. Stop doing what you're doing and get in the shuttle. There you go. Hopefully, you've had an enjoyable time as a guest. the thing is, once I get the at least level 1 mech stuff done, I can then use that to get everything else, and then eventually progress up to the Android project, which is why I have this little spot over here saved. Where are you going? Oh, there you are. Oh yes, the reactor rooms. Where you gone? Oh, you're saying goodbye to Lard. Okay. There we go. Oh wow, we've got a lot of stuff here. Alright, what did we get again? Hard worker, yep. Haul that urgently. Orbital bombardment targeter. Nice. 2 of those. Okay, also we've got some LTEX, cool. And a couple of construction skill thingies. Sweet. That's actually not a bad little haul. Alright. Have they started working? Oh, here we go. Yeah, it took me a little while, but they had to finish off the other projects. See. Okay, so yeah. Let's so yes, I think having like a, what do you call it? Yeah, like basically like a kill tunnel, kill box. I'm going to here to about probably sort of, I don't know. Oh, search is gender level. Sweet. I would have you. What's your thing? Let's have you. Fire shield. Yep, that's always a good one to go with. Yep. So yes. You know what? We'll at least wait until Flotsy gets to 69 before he volunteers for the brain program for the cogitator, because I forgot we got a vampire. Nona. So yeah, sanguiphage. Oh, some medicine. Yeah, we'll at least let Flotsy get to his 69th birthday before he retires. Alright, okay. Oh, good. So this is now built up. Right, so let's break this down. So we can put some more storage space in here. Yep, and then we'll have paved tile flooring. Just because I like those paved tile. Oh, okay. Is this because it's mud? Oh, this is going to be a pickle. I need to. Oh, how? I need to build something here, don't I? Smooth terrain. Is that it? Okay. What's it? Does it count as a bridge? Let's find out. Soil? No. Okay. Oh yes, museum barrier. Yes, I need to do some of that. I'm going to look into this, like how to build over mud. So actually, so let's just cancel this for the moment. Yeah, we'll cancel that for a moment. Come back to that. Right. That's pretty good, that. Oh, okay, so yeah, we're working on the uranium slug turrets. Yeah, it's more accurate at longer ranges and can't fire at all close up. Right, so that is a thing we don't really want to have. I mean, I know it does have a ridiculous range, but we don't want to have that as part of the kill box. we want that to be maybe like all the way back over here sort of thing. But at the same time, not right next to everything, because if it goes boom, it's a problem. Right, so yeah, if we have that thing come up here, then yeah, if we clear this off, we'll see, we'll see. It's like here, like we're like the mud. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna quickly check. Rimworld, how to build on mud. Stone bridges. Oh, okay. Apparently there's a water pump as well, but it's very slow. Right. Okay. Yeah, so it might be worth getting that up and running now. Pollution pump, moisture pump. Does not fit deep water. Okay, so let's pop one of them. Let's pop it there. There we go. So then that will drain this whole area off. No, it's not a bridge. A moisture pump. There we go. So let's see if we've got any other areas that need to be drained. Nothing on there. Okay. That's about along here. I think there might be another one. Yeah, let's put one there. Nothing there. Good. That's a rock mountain. We'll deal with that afterwards when we get there. Nothing along there. Nothing along that side. Double check. So it's just that area here, and we have that there. I don't want to put one there because it'll drain out. I don't want to do that. I want to keep this area viable for that. Okay, I think what I'm also going to do as well, I'm just going to have this entire thing here, just going to have it floored with just some grass, just to make it look nice. Also give them something to do. Yeah, so we know that this is where the ship will be built. Obviously there won't be any roof or anything of it, but okay. Does that need power? That's the question. Okay, so yeah, it's 150 watts of power. Right, so let me put some power cables down. Again, go with hidden conduits. Yes, because treatment. Yep. Okay, and down here I think was the other one, and we'll just have that. Yeah, we'll just have that going down there like that, and it'll clear. It'll be slow, but it'll, by the time we're ready to build there, then it will be hopefully dried. Okay, so yeah, we can still get the vehicles out here. Yeah, we definitely have at least one space for a flying vehicle. I can't remember, because I know some of them require one runways as well. But I can't remember if like the Valkyrie, I can't remember if it's VTOL or not. VTOL is vertical takeoff and landing, basically. Basically, like, you know, things like the Harrier, things like that. I've got a suspicion it probably needs like a little bit of a run up, but we'll see. So we have several like major ongoing projects at the moment. Obviously, we're up to 225 silver, so obviously it is coming in slowly, but we need to find a regular supply for it. So we're going to do like trading. Like here, for example, that there's a couple of traders here. In fact, actually, let's send Jade to do a little bit of trading. It's cool. It's combat supplier. There we go. Right, here. What's this one? This is paved tile. Right, so we'll do some more of that whilst I'm waiting. There we go. I'll just have that marked for all of it. And you know what? So the same for there as well. Yeah, that'll do, that'll do. Oops. Power cables. Keep forgetting power. Like, why is that? It's like there's a nuclear reactor there. Why is there no power? Because there's no connection to it, you numbnuts. I'm a silly Billy. There we go. So this will be what I say with the other reactors and go. I made like 4 nuclear and 2 plasma, or just a mix and match of them, because of the plasma ones are good for certain things. The nuclear reactors are good for other stuff, and all the other gubbins. Jade, where are you? Oh, you're taking your sweet time. Now I will be playing this because I've now basically combined my off-stream save and my on-stream save. I will be playing this over the weekend, mainly to do like the more monotonous stuff, like making progress on the walls, decorations, things where I can just sort of sit there and just be like bling 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 bling, bling. Stuff like that. Just little boring stuff, I suppose you would call it. Right, here we go. Gene pack. So, excuse me. Okay, so do we have anything we can sell? You know what? Let's just sell this. Sell the robotic components at the moment. Okay, so that's going to cost. Okay, he's only got 890, so let's bring that down a bit with. Let's bring that down a bit with the circuit equipment. That. Let's see. Skill trainer. No, that's ours. Does they have anything that I'm after? Looking at this, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, you know what? We'll accept that, and they can have the rest as a gratuity. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. The heavy multi-melt. Oh, so there was a multi-melter there, but then I realised it was like, yeah, that'd be a little bit too much, like 9,000. So yeah, that's what I also need to do, is to do more trading. Definitely to do some more trading. There you go. There you go, bye Sahari. Thank you for visiting. There you go. Oops, why? Jade, why did you pick that up? There you go. No storage. Oh, for that. Right. Okay. Silver. Wait, we have no silver stored. Where's the? Yeah, that's fine. Let's have the silver shelf there. There you go. Monaghan, can you work on? Oh no, we're doing construction. Okay. Zane, to borrow you for a minute, mate. I need you to working on that. Can you work on that construction thing, please? Chesay Enclave. All this mess from the freaking fires that are going on there. Why are you building the bridge? Oh yeah, because this is where the pump is going to go. Okay, let's just bring that up to there. So every time I come over here just to have a look, I'm just going to add a little bit more, and then a little bit more, and a little bit more. I'm thinking, yeah, that having the turrets basically here, like starting from this corner, we'll have like one turret there, which will be fine for, you know, regular visitors. They'll be alright. But if anyone attacks and they are coming from this area, and hopefully that's what I can get them to do, make them realise that yeah, oh look, they don't want to attack over there by the hedge. No. I think you came through this nice big open gateway that we've got. It's totally not a trap. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So this will just be it's like a park, I suppose you would call it, but yeah, see that corner's built, nice. That corner's built, alright, and that corner's built. Okay, we need to put another corner over here then, don't we? I forgot about that. So we'll do the same again. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So yeah, when we get down to here, I will replace. Let's replace this wall with this armored wall. Because otherwise, you know, if we've got like armored wall and basically a regular ironwood fine wall, which is like 225, versus the 1600 the armored wall's gonna have, it's a no-brainer to make sense, and it looks very similar. Anyway, what's this? Oh, it's for the prisoners. I'll say the prisoners. They were more sort of forced. Yeah, they're more sort of forced. What do you call it? Forced. Forced medication. Forcibly medic. I can't talk. Forcibly medicated. There we go. I got 5 thoughts in my head at once there. How much fuel we got? Oh, we have 3. Yeah, that's the other thing as well. If I want to have a Primarch, I'm going to have to seriously work out how to upgrade and speed up the process of making the gene packs, because we've got the resources. And yeah, I think over the weekend this will be what I will do. I will reorganize this area into like I said before. Don't have it as like, you know, mix and match. Have it like more like this one. It'll be like, you know, defined areas for each crop. Each bit will have their own. You know, it'll just be like a 3x3 bit. And then if it turns out, oh, I need to have more corn, I can just create another little what do you call it? Another one of these things. Another little half crop module. See, now that's providing a nice amount of power into the grid, which is good. Yeah, this is going to drain all this. Okay. Now, obviously, around here, I'm going to have to be careful because this will block people in, sort of, if I'm not careful. But, you know, they can work from the outside, they just can't build it past this point. But that's fine, because that's just like this is where I'm building type level. Look at that. 1600 armor. That is pretty jazzy. Yeah. Silink. Huh. What you got there, mission? Oh yeah, you're another Jedi, aren't you? Let's go with no, we'll continue giving you your combat training there, right? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what is it? Okay. I say, where's everyone? Oh, there they are. Where's the go? I was like, morning. Yeah, so it's Kaylee and Cadence. Alright, so they've gone from the prison, which is good because obviously there were 2 little yellow dots on the minimap. Where are they? Oh, there's Nona. So everyone's working on this bit, which is good. Oh, there she is. Wow. Everyone's going really slow today. Okay, so we have 1 prisoner on board. We just need Kaylee. I did good. Alright, so yeah, just not. Oh yeah, okay, that's fine. No, what I want to do is I need to have one going along there as well. So excuse me, she knows. It might be worth putting up one of those power things here to drain this swampy area. Because I'm not really using this area, so might as well fix. There we go, so the quest is accepted. Hey, and we're now allied with the Imperium of Mankind. Which is nice. Or maybe not, depending upon the... Yeah, I mean, it's like, we have a Custodes in your squad. Yes. The Emperor has blessed you. Yes. She is almost pregnant. What? Well, at least another Imperial Custodes is going to be born. It's going to have Custodes blood, that's for sure. Yes, it's going to have Custodes blood for sure. Hey, uranium slug toads, nice. Yeah, we'll put that, let's put that, yeah, let's just put that there for now. Come on, moisture pump, come on. There you go. Right, okay, so well, enough of that. We have to not so much wait, but we just have to sort of work on other things really, so we're not wasting time. And see, this is progressing quite nicely. This reactor chamber, so yeah, I am definitely going to sort of sacrifice one of the walls. Well, I won't have to now because I'll make it out of armoured, won't I? Yeah. Yeah, same here. I think this whole wall here is going to end up being armoured as well. So that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, 3,000 silver now. Cool. Okay. So that's doing that. That is doing that. Eventually will deteriorate. Okay. Right, okay, let's oh, we have to sort of wait now. Again, waiting. We're not waiting in this, but you know, well, because there's a lot of projects going on now. But I still will be working on this as a thing. But it has definitely taken the shall we say, a back burner for things, because other things have definitely got my interest more. But this hopefully should bring in some silver, which it has done from the rooms. I mean, that's definitely I could do. I could put like maybe, yeah, I mean that's what I could do. Have like these area here be, no, because they've already got the rooms here. That's what they're there for. We'll see. We'll see what's going to go with it. This is still going to be like the restaurant slash, you know, food area. This will be the. Oh, that's, yes, the arcade stuff. I need to put some more arcade things here, but that's what this whole room is all about, really. The rec room. Casino itself. I saw somebody did a mod where they had, you know, like bunny girls and you know, people walking around with drink trays and things like that, and I was like, okay. Oh. Yes, Warhammer table there. So yeah, these things don't make money. These are just here for... just to look good. See, look. Oh, that particular poker table has earned $30. So is that one. That poker table hasn't earned any. That one hasn't. That's fine. I don't expect it to. Roulette table there. That one's earned 20. That one's earned 0. That's the basic one. There you go. We have a Pazak table. I might make another Pazak table. We'll keep adding to that. We'll keep adding to it. Oh, there's some Imperium fish. Yeah, so we'll keep that because this is going to be like the gathering of, you know, stuff like that. Yes, hospital area, memorial garden and statue stuff, and there appears to be a mega sloth. Oh, it's a mega sloth sleeping by someone's grave. Oh. Oh yes, Walter, the herbalist, our first, our first and not only last casualty. It happens. I remember you, Walter. Okay, spice cooking. Cool. This looks quite... You know what? Let's build enough. There you go. I need to make sure these are set to cold, not warm. Because otherwise the reactors will overheat and we will get a Chernobyl effect, and we don't want that. So this is going to be a cold room. But that's how it should be. It needs to be cold because these reactors give, obviously, they give off a lot of heat. So having these things basically being pretty much frozen. There we go. Yep. That's it. Now again. Make sure they're all set properly. Then manually. Yep, same for that one. Okay, yeah, same for that one. Nothing built yet. Same for that. Shame I can't. There probably is a way I can, link them all up. No, I don't want the manable ones. I want the auto turrets. That's the stuff I want. Okay. Okay, which comes under the Imperial Fortifications. Transfer bolter turret. Transfer. Okay, so let's have a look at the. So it's the bolter turret, right? We'll go back over here, and let's just put one in kind of Grimworld, doesn't it? That's the started stuff. There you go, Trenta bolter turret. How much space do they take up? Oh yeah, not that bad. Put one there and pop one there. Let's just give them a little bit more space. Now, the thing is, do they need a clear line? That's the question. Can they fire over the walls? That's what I want to know. It may not. Okay, so let's just move that down here at the moment, so we're not wasting the resources. There we go. Yeah, I've got a sneaking suspicion that they may not be able to fire over the wall. Automated bolter turret. Okay. I see, yeah, they got a range of 58. Oh, that's just, that is, yeah. That's spicy. That's okay. So yeah. I forgot what I was going to say. Now I'm going to have a little drinky. So if I do play this over the weekend, it will just be, well, so when. No D&D game for me this weekend, unfortunately. Happens. But yeah, I'll probably play a bit on the weekends. But it'll just be more like reorganising stuff. Then this, and I might have like a stream, watching somebody else's stream on like another monitor or something. Just a nice chill weekend, really. That's the plan. Whether or not that's what happens, we will see. Oh, combat machinery. Very nice. This place is going to be cold. Right, this gets all away as well. We have the massive resource box area now. Okay. Drawing it out. So as long as it draws out like this area here as well, then I'll be okay. More that one, and where is it? Down here as well. What? Okay, how are you? Okay, she's got a small caffeine tolerance. All right, fair enough. And oh, no, just reached level 10 intellectual. Hey, good for you. That's actually pretty good. Obviously, we are still keeping an eye out for anybody who's got a gene which removes psychite dependency, because once we get hold of that, we've got a second vampire we can awaken. Actually, no, how are you doing for blood? You know what? Let's have yeah, Flotsy, mate. Let's sorry, no, Cersei. Actually, let's have Cersei donate some blood. I know there's a lot of implants we can get. There you go. Extract blood pack. There you go. And we'll keep the blood in the over here. We'll set this to only be blood packs. Yeah, there you go. So okay, so we probably need to put like a cooling system in here as well, so that the blood doesn't go yucky, lumpy. So where's you'll do. So we'll build a copy of that, and we'll pop that in there. There we go. So when they wake up, they'll have some nice tasty human juice there. Androids, mix androids. Okay, do we have? We need somewhere to store the mech components as well if we want to have our own mix. So let's make a. No, we do it when we need to make it. Let's do it right now. Ceramite. Okay, so looking at this. Auto turret. Oh, this sounds good. This sounds good. Okay, so it's got 1000 HP as well, which is not shabby. Alright. Okay. Any metallic, steel, plasteel, ceramite. Okay, so we've got, how much ceramite we got? We have got 453 ceramite. So it's not a huge amount, but we are finding little bits here and there, so that's okay. What's that? So that's that corner built. That'll go to there. Then cut with that. Then cut with that. So I think what I will do then is replace that. Oh god, I have to move this, aren't I? Okay, so let's reinstall that there, so then it covers the geothermal generator and these buildings as well. Okay, so yeah, let's put some more asphalt down actually. What's that? So that was like 3, 3, 4, 5. Let's just do it to 5 for now. Because we don't really need the asphalt. That's just there more just for, I'm not going to say look pretty, because asphalt doesn't really look pretty. But, you know, it's just to sort of say, like, yeah, this is the entrance, this is where you come in. Yeah, if you're a trader, welcome. If you're here to cause a mischief, just stand right there and wait for the flash. Smile for the camera. And by camera, we mean the automatic bolted turret that's about to send them a little gift of the lead variety. Ooh. We should do that as inspiration. Good for him. So yeah, this is basically where the silver and stuff like that is slowly coming in from. But that's it. Yes, you've got gold as well. Actually, I'm just checking. I mean, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to suspend these for now because we don't need them right now. Same for this. I'm going to suspend it because we need to focus on. Yeah, but it's all basically it's already queued up, ready to go. In effect. So once that one's done, then people will start working on the silver. Silver. What's this one? This is the steel shrooms. Yep, that's the steel one. There you go. Yep. So they're still there. They're all ready to go. It's like, oh, we need some more gold. I'll go to the gold smelters. Turn those back on. Process begins. Alright, this probably needs a roof. Yeah, probably isn't because it's underneath a mountain, half of it, so I'm going to put it on in anyway. Okay. There's got a little throne room there. Okay. Imperial Fortifications. Alright, excellent, okay. Ultron has started new research. That's terrible. Sometimes I forget I named one of my bots Ultron. It's just like, when you see this, like, Ultron has built another. You're like, what? That does make me laugh sometimes when I forget what I've called things. Light armors. Yeah, we need those, so. Yeah, I'll leave that there for now. Obviously, once Brilla's had baby and spent some time with them, then we have Brilla, Jade, and Nuna will be our exploration squad. Oh, yep. Cersei's waiting for a group of elephant abandoned or lost wanders in. We don't really have the space for elephants at the moment, but it might be worth looking to see what gear they've got. Because sometimes, you know, if they're like lost trade beasties, they'll come wandering in, and their backpacks will be filled up with stuff. But I'll let them be for a moment because we just don't have the space right now. And you have some space for animals, but we don't have a huge amount. Yeah, I'll probably have to move these. Yeah. Although I could probably like leave them there and have like sandbags or something going along there. That's a point. Yeah, what they call it, escarpments or something they're called, or something like that, isn't it? There's a particular name for them, which is like things that you can, people can stand behind and shoot over. That's what they're called. Maybe it's under security. Sandbags. Okay, so it could be barricade I'm thinking of then. Oh, yeah, got trenches, platforms. Oh, yep. Heavy auto turret, anti-aircraft cannon, nice. Combat suit, heavy combat suit, nice. Automatic grenade launcher, ooh, that sounds risky. Field gun. Interesting. Okay, wow, we do have some. Right, yeah, so I've got to be careful of the ones that have a basic AI in because they are what's I looking for? As the uranium slug turret. That thing's disgusting range. That really does. Yeah, 86 range. That's disgusting. But I like. Yes. Chris very much likes. But it is disgusting. So that will be that's the ship construction yard. And it gives me a little bit of expansion if I want to put other things here. But I'm thinking, yeah. So vehicle comes along here. I mean, that is probably going to be enough space for it to go along this way. I have to sort of come along like that sort of thing. But we'll see. We'll see how that happens. Let's see how they're doing here. Oh god, yes, a viewing wall, isn't it? So people can watch this one. It's only for watching in, not for watching out. But if you're in here, you is working. Ooh, Omnibot found some beer. Nice one, Omnibot. Alright, let's put some more meat. There. Yeah, if they drop things off in here, like this raw fungus, we can just pop it there. Boom, we have another thing there. Cherries, is there... Do I have one for cherries? I don't think I do. What's that? Barley? Do I have a thing for barley? Yes, I do have one for barley. Right there. Okay, well that's that side of it built, which is good. Hasn't really interrupted this too much. You know what? Build another one there. Another one there as well, just because. Oh, an earthquake. That's a new one. Okay. Oh, okay. So the geothermal. All right, the geothermal generator is badly damaged. Okay, because there was an earthquake there. That's a new one for. That could have gone a lot worse. That could have gone a lot worse. It didn't even destroy the geothermal generator. It only, I mean, granted it took it down to 189 HP out of 750. That could have gone a lot worse. Imagine if it had been, yeah. I was thinking of SimCity earthquakes. Yeah, that's yeah, those earthquakes are ridiculous. Like, it affects the entire city. But I mean, honestly, as things go, we got off very lucky with that earthquake. And the generator's still functional. It's not doing great, I'll admit, but it's functional. It is definitely functional. Fires everywhere, dogs and cats living together. Ghostbusters, I want to say. That's that original film's freaking great. I loved that as a kid, and I still love that now. It's one of my. It's just one of those sort of films that I don't go out of my way to watch, but whenever it was on the TV, or you know, like crops up on Netflix or something like that, I'd be like, hell yeah, I'm watching some Ghostbusters. It's true. That man has no dick. Right. Okay. So we're gonna go with so he's got Monaghan's leveling up. Oh, cool. So we'll give him intellectual because that seems to be one of the things they're good at. We'll give him social for the same reason. Don't really have any medical or crafting. Let's give them medical. Okay. Choose a trait for Monaghan to have. Tortured artist. Tycoon. Oh, that could be interesting. Thick-skinned ocean lover. Well, nowhere near an ocean. Absent-minded. Let's go with tycoon. So basically, it means they're better at social. They're better at crafting, and if they are better at doing selling stuff for trading. So we'll go with that. Excellent. Nice. There you go. That's worked out reasonably well. I wish there was an order to give these fire foam bits cleaned off. Like say to one of the drones, yeah, just go and clean up that fire foam, would you? It's looking a bit yucky. Oh, oh. Okay, so we are going to need to have some ammo. Starvation. Why are you? Why are you having blood? Oh, okay, right, yeah, because she's lactating, so basically, like she hasn't been eating properly. Silly Cersei, go and eat some noms. Look after your baby and yourself. Silly person. Colony can survive without you for half a day or however long you need. Go and get yourself sorted. So yeah, we're going to need to keep producing a fair amount of the old ammo. So it uses the 998 cal bolter ammo. Does this use? Let's just see. 998 cal bolter. Okay, so it looks like it's the same ammo that the Rhino uses. So I think I'm just gonna, just crank this up to 10. Yeah. I mean, granted, it uses uranium, but we've got a nice amount of uranium at the moment. Yes, you've got the Kraken shells, which is this one. There's the metal ones, obviously some are fragmentation. Yeah, Inferno, which is obviously fire. Your standard bolter, Tempest, which is like electrical, carrying a plasma shock generator that is effective against machines. Yes, that's exactly the one I want. And I knew there's a reason why I picked Tempest ammo to be my standard stuff. It's one, it doesn't need the FSX. It requires less components, and it's actually going to be pretty decent against mechs. Not fantastic, because obviously there's some stuff that is like really optimized for it, but we're not at that point yet. At our technology level, I think the Tempest ammo is the good standard ammo to go for. Okay. I need to get myself some water in a second. So, again, I'm not fussed about this not being built over. Oh, we've got given a Jedi Enclave have a 221 silver. Thank you. This is another reason why I'm wanting to sort of have people entertain our guests, because when they leave, there's a good chance they will leave a little gift of silver, which will help very, very nicely. So thinking about it, it might be worth having, like, say, this area here, like this little, in fact, even like this bit here. Oh, we're gonna look at the freaking range on those things. That is ridiculous. And we have fire again. Lovely. Freaking fire. There's new nut. Like, we haven't even finished clearing off from the previous lot of fire yet. I'm sorry. I don't know why that made me laugh like a child. It just. I'm not gonna say what's going through my head, but you know what I'm thinking. Ooh, advanced component. Thank you, Omnibot. It did its job. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to have some kind of, how do we call it? Turret. Oh, not turret protection. Things like this. That it's probably gonna be worth putting them like behind, like one there, just in case things come in with fire and stuff like that. So that's, so it doesn't look like they need power, the turrets, which is good. But I know that these things do. Plus, I'm going to need to have more power cables going along here anyway, so that's not a. There we go. I want to try something. I'm going to this fire's over, and I'm going to try what we did yesterday to see if they land in roughly the same spots. And something I do every so often is just like, because if they do keep landing, like, say, roughly over here, like they did before, or even like down here, then they will come up past the wall. Yeah. Plus, I also want to see how effective these bolter turrets are. So obviously we're going to have to make sure that they're loaded first, and then we will summon the Diablos again, just as a trial, as a combat simulation, whatever you want to call it. So I want to see how effective these. I mean, the range on those. That's just. Unfortunately, they're not loaded at the moment. So what is it? Toggle fire mode. Oh, there's no stuff. That's that. So that's that fire put out. So yeah, these turrets do the job. It's. I want to check, see how to clear off that fire foam. Can oops, no. Okay. It looks like it's just one of those things you just have to deal with, unfortunately, or hope it rains. Which is unfortunate because we have a dry firestorm here. And that thing's still not powered. Yeah. I'll say the fires, I think, are probably one of my bugbears about this game, is that they go on for too long. I think they just got the events that cause them, I think, just go on far too long. But I know there's a way you can change it, but I really don't want to go start messing around with the files, and I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. Why? Like, they reported his fires out because they were by the generator, and they left these ones here. See, and now they're going to come all the way back again because they didn't finish putting this fire out. Yeah, put the fucking fires out. You know, don't just, if you see one, don't just walk off. Put it out. Thank you, Apari. See, and no, I take that back. No, you're going over there. You're going to put that out. It's your. Oh, it was dying out anyway. Okay, fair enough. I retract my statement. Still, at least there's some ways you can fight fires, which is good. Fine. Like, really, why did you put this out? That's true. So can I? Oh, okay, so we need to have some ammo nearby, right? Okay, so what would be nearby for range? Just maybe in range of the ammo. Okay, yeah. So yeah, let's make this area here then into an ammo storage. And we'll make this a nice sort of square thing for now. Right, so go steel. Let's go for a regular steel wall. 7, 7, 7. There we go. So yeah, this will be a, like I said, just a little ammo storage area. Probably not even going to put a light in it because it's more going to be for the bots. We'll just put some basic standard concrete down. Actually, I'll probably put a door in there to give it some kind of protection. Steel door, I think. Then what I'll do is I will make a copy of that, and then we'll put one there, one there, one there, one there. There you go. So you can come in, and there'll be 4 storage boxes. And if that ever gets filled up, then I can just expand this little mini module all the way down to there. So let's copy the settings. I know we'll wait for that. Okay, don't want to waste time. Yeah, this will be just for like for these things here. But if that's not within range, then well, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Hello, hello. Yes, well, I am working on some defences at the moment. Also fighting fire. Damn fire. Yeah. Our colony is getting big now. We also have fighting fire with fire. I've been very tempted to. This is our gene lab, so things have probably changed a lot. There's a lot of big open space because this is for future expansion in here as well. It's like this is a predetermined area I'm going to be using to make a very particular thing that I need a certain amount of room for. So I'm putting that there, going right. If there's an empty room, it's for something to build. We have our first genetic abomination somewhere. Where is Bernard? Bernard, here we go. Yeah, Bernard, the turkey man, or the man turkey. Is he a turkey? Is he a turkey man or a man turkey? He's a turkey man. Yes, yes. I let the whims of fate decide what was going to be built, And there's a reason why I picked the name Bernard. Over here in the UK, we have a, so I can call them a sort of meat provider type thing called Bernard Matthews, and they are known for their turkey, chicken, stuff like that. So, yeah, that's Bernard. It's named after that particular Bernard Matthews. Yeah, that weird glitch. I don't know. Again, it just seems to come and go. I don't know about that. We have Chloe the Panther. We have our little prison complex. Totally not a holding area for the genetic experiments. We also have, this is going to be where we make our artificial androids and things like that. This is what I'm referring to as the 40k vehicle area. We have a little mule. We have the Rhino, which is like our first tank, called the Mudeng. This is unfortunately let me call it a decoration, but we picked it up on an expedition, which was quite good fun. Almost destroyed, but then I realised I have a tank. And we're going to be getting some bigger tanks come late. Yeah, good term, yes, it's a relic from the bygone age. But there are other things we can make, and this is the one I'm aiming for at the moment. Where is it? The Asterius. Yeah. That has space for 1 driver, 2 gunners, and 12 passengers. It takes up, I think it's 11 by 19. It's frigging huge. But we need things before we can get there. We need to research the basic tanks. That gets us the Chimera, which is like a step up from this, and then that will get us the Lehman Russ and the Predator, which is like the Rhino's big brother, and in turn we'll get the Baneblade and the Land Raider, which are big, and then you get these things, which is like the Asterius and the Stormhammer, which is friggin' big. But we need to get the tech research first of all. The little depots here we can drop off, which is fun. We have a vampire now. We have a vampire who has joined us. She doesn't have the drug dependency like the other one does, and surprisingly, she has where is it? She is nimble, kind, and small. So she's a kind, small vampire who joined us after we hosted a vampire conference. They saw that we were treating our existing sanguiphage, as they called them in this game, with kindness, and like, can I join, please? And we said yes, and she's been very helpful. But the fun part, what we're waiting for, is Brilla here. Now, I've mentioned before, obviously, Brilla is what they call a custodian. She is like one of the more powerful 40k, what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? She is... Yeah, custodians are like really friggin' powerful in the 40k universe. They are basically a step below Primarchs, and Primarchs are basically one step below the Emperor. In other words, she's really friggin' powerful. She also has a husband, who unfortunately is hiding behind a graphics glitch at the moment. But he is he's a sort of demon dragon type thing, and supposedly looks very, very smart. Something interesting happened, unfortunately. Brilla's pregnant. So we're going to have a Custodes dragon, which, if you know the 40k lore, is kind of a big no-no. Because Custodes are supposed to be like the, I suppose you would call them the Emperor's personal guard. They are the pinnacle of humanity, so to speak. They are, let's put it like this. And this is highly, highly simplifying it. No, Officially, Rimworld is not 40k. I have modded it so that it is. Let's put it like this: if we say that the Space Marines, which are like your standard, sort of troops in the 40k universe, are like a mass-produced burger. Yes, there may be some who are, maybe minor variations here and there, but essentially they all use the same basic template. Then you have the Primaries. They are the premium burgers, but they're still mass-produced. Now that you go into the supermarket and you think, do I want a cheap burger, or do I want the premium burger? Like the Angus burger or whatever, with the really brioche bun and stuff like that. But again, still mass-produced. In the same thing, the Custodes are the equivalent of going to a burger bar and having the burger made right in front of you. They are unique in the lore in terms of how they operate, but they all, again, operate under the same basic principles. So, like a burger, bun, patty, toppings, bun. Now the Emperor is big on humanity. He is big human first, which obviously you can imagine causes problems. But then again, the rest of the universe is out to wipe us out, so it's kind of understandable. One of the things he really, really frowns upon is mutations and what are referred to as Xenos. Xenos is basically the generic term that they use for aliens or non-humans. Obviously there's heretics, mutants and all the other gubbins. So for one of his elite 10,000 Custodes to not only shack up with Soren, a dragonkin, but to become pregnant with him is this going to be a problem? But lucky enough, I am. Yeah, it is definitely one of those Emperor, or whoever's in charge of the Imperium. I think it's Rabute Guilliman. It's like, Lord Rabute, we have found one of your missing Custodes. Excellent. It is one of the lady ones. Okay, I didn't know we had lady ones, but never mind. She is also with child. Oh. And fathered by a Xenos. Get the flamethrower. Although, yeah, it's a little bit more to it than that, but it's this is one of the reasons why I think I've liked getting these 40k mods. It's because I can play. Isn't the Emperor a dick? Yes. Yes, he is. Which I realise is considered heresy, but. Yes, he is a dick. Okay, I'm going to take a brief moment to pause because my water's run out. I shall be right back. Okay, I'm back. But yeah, things have definitely got really spicy recently as well, and good, because one of the things I've got as well is we managed to get a like a treasure map that took us to like an abandoned shopping mall, and that's where I found the I suppose you'd call it what you called the relic thing earlier. But whilst we were there, we also found 9 more treasure maps, basically, and there's a lot of things you can only pick up in those things. I mean, the world itself is ridiculously big. It's ridiculously big. Show you how big. And this is one of the smaller worlds, by the way. So we are there. That is New Vegas. That's one of the quest maps things we can go to. There's a pirates nearby, but they leave us alone. There's we have Star Wars stuff here as well. Jade, for example, has a lightsaber. Sorry, no, correction. She doesn't have a lightsaber. She has a plasma sword. So that's where we are. We're in temperate forest on a road, so we can travel to some of the other bits and pieces reasonably quickly. Plus, we've got a few trading partners nearby, but for the most part, everyone keeps us to ourselves because it's just the difficulty level I'm playing it on. Yeah. That's the game world. And we are on what they call cell, which is basically one map cell. Which is basically that hex. And there are bigger worlds than this. And there is an objective we can do. As far as the game was concerned, this is actually a sort of small to average world. But there is an objective we can do that is right up at the pole, where there's a calm hard shot. Yeah, that's a. If you look as well, it kind of looks like Europe, Africa, and Britain. Yeah, that's what she said. I'm glad somebody else pointed that out. But yeah, if you look, this kind of. Not exactly, but it kind of looks like Europe a little bit. So we have we have kind of an Africa type thing here. We have what remains of Britain and stuff like here. Norway, Finland, and all that other stuff like India, kind of over here, that sort of thing. But so this is just one of it. Can I think the rest of the world is empty though. It's like, yeah, the rest of the world's gone. So there's no Americas, there's no Australia, unfortunately. So most of your country drought. It's fine. A reverse Pangea, yeah. But there's a lot, and one thing we could do is one of the objectives is see what that purple flag is. Let's just go out this because this is the nope, you won't do that. There we go. So, this is the. There is a ship that is crashed at those locations. The ship is in deep. This is one of the ways we can win the game. Is passage off-world. Now you can go and claim the ship that's basically there yourself, and I may do it once we get basically vehicles that can fly there within a reasonable amount of time. Otherwise, it would take a ridiculous amount of size caravan to do that. But if we wanted to just move closer to it, we could pack up the colony onto massive trucks and then just go and restart somewhere else on the same planet if we wanted to. But I don't want to do that. I want to build my own ship, which is why I've cordoned off this area here. Now, this is not going to be built on. I'm just building this so I know that this is a do not build anything here in the future type thing. Bit like this room here, and this nuclear reactor chambers over here. If I see an empty thing, that just basically tells me do not build here because there's a future thing to build. So this is going to be where the ship's going to be built. But we've got a long way to go. So one thing I am going to do, and like I said just before you turned up, I'm going to do what we did yesterday, and I want to see where the mechs are going to lurk away. I'm going to do a save. I'm going to do a hard save so I don't balk things up. I'm going to try summoning the Diabolos again, mainly to see where their drop pods land. And if they do land over here, it will be a perfect opportunity to. Oh no, I need to actually. I remember now. I'm not doing it. I need to load up the ammo on these. So once this is loaded up, we will summon the Mechanator again, just to sort of. How can I put it? Let's copy the settings from there, and we'll put on there, and we'll paste those settings. So if this is correct, if I've done this right, then let's see if I can get some of these moved. I mean, do I want to just keep the out? I mean, that's reasonably. I mean, that's got some ammo there. I think, yeah, maybe having it here, where it's kind of like half protected by this like lump of what's this, marble? Marble, yeah. This will act like a sort of natural defense for it. So yeah, let's give that a try. Actually, let's clear these. Actually, no, let's actually just dump these out for now. All urgently. It'll probably put them right back in there, but I'm hoping it might put some over there. Right, actually, let's have who's nearby? Who is nearby? You do. Can you take some of those shells, put them over there? You're going very slow, Newton. What are you doing, mate? What's going on? Why are you going very slow? You carrying lots of things. Oh, that's probably why. Oh, yeah, you're carrying a few amount of stuff. Right, okay, fair enough. Right. He's probably going to dump it straight back into that box. If so, then I will... yeah, he did exactly what I thought he was going to do. Okay, let's actually get rid of those boxes for now, then. Because this is where a lot of the ammo is going to be stored. Because if the kill box comes in here... Oh, that could work. Have the kill box path come in like either this way and then down here. Sort of thing. Then that will be a path for the big vehicles like the Lean Rust, the Starters, the Starius, whatever thing called, the big boys. They'll come in here, they can trundle along, go up here, and then go out and do the other bits and pieces. But I need to see how effective these things are against a tier 1 mech, because that thing, as you saw yesterday, was absolutely destructive. But it also gave us some good what do you call it, intel on how they work. Like, good idea to take out the little ones first and then focus on destroying the big boy. We also need to get some ammo as well, but I think by having like turrets, that's going to help a lot. It's really going to help a lot. Right, so okay, that's those destroyed. So let's haul those urgently. So if I've done this correctly, it should haul the ammo to here. So look at the storage, weapons, ammunition, advanced ammunition, 98 cal. Yeah, there you go. So basically, the 998 cal bolter shells are the ones that are used by the Rhino and the vehicles, and also looks like these turrets. But again, these are the the bolter turrets, so they're using basically the 40k ammo. And Coates reached level 5 intellectual. Good for them. Okay, right. So that's covering that up. Good. So this is because if they can't pick up from here, I'm going to have to figure out how these things get supplied. Yeah, reloads the gun. Kraken. Oh, there you go. Yes. Oh, yeah. I need to set it for Kraken ammo, don't I? There you go. There we go. So I think that's what I've got. Is it Kraken or is it Tempest? Oh, it's Tempest, right? Not Kraken ammo. Kraken's the other one. It's set to the right ammo type. There you go. Tempest ammo. There we go. Yeah, there you go. There, the colour's changed. Yeah, change that to Tempest, because that's the Tempest stuff is like the electrical things like. And obviously, it does a pretty good. As we saw when we took the Rhino into the caravan expedition. The Tempest ammo also it's pretty decent against squishies, so I do think that's going to be my standard ammo. Plus, it's slightly cheaper to make as well. At least until I can get like a good supply of the other materials up and running. Yes, more case of this. Will this be moved over to here? Let's try. Who's nearby? Who is a nearby person who I can borrow? Ah, Shepherd. Let's borrow you, matey. Can I have you? Okay, now your inventory is full. Okay. Oh, it comes on the drones. Oh, there we go. Going over to there. Oh, so Shepherd's already carrying some ammo. Sorry. Oh, is it going to refuel the? Oh, is it doing it? Yeah, there we go. Oh, thank you, Shepherd. I apologise for interrupting you doing. I mean, we all have it when we've had managers or people tell us, it's like, you know, like you're cleaning your room, you're doing the job, like, I don't know, like getting some admin done. Your boss comes in and says, "Get that admin stuff." What? I mean, the thing I'm doing right now. How annoying is that? And I just did that to one of my pawns. All right, so yeah, it looks like Oh, it's not quite fully loaded, but you know what? That's fine. That is absolutely fine. So let's give this a trial just to see A, where the mechanites will land, and B, if they're within range, which that's the range of these things. That is, I can't even zoom out to show you how much range these things frigging cover. Now, obviously, when they're towards the upper end of the range, they're not going to be as effective. But if they land here, or ideally if they land here, then this is going to be a good experiment. All right, so let's get Jade. Sorry to wake up, Jade, but I need to borrow you for the Diabolos thread. Yep, confirm. So yeah. We can just say this is like a dream that Jade's having. Like, I had a weird freaking dream last night. I got woken up by God and sent to summon a Diablos. It's like, oh, the phone. Yep. How you doing, Flotsy, mate? How you doing? Okay, so yeah, once Flotsy hits 69, nice. He will be, like I say, volunteering to become immortal in part of the in the Cogitator program. As I say, we've got enough colonists, so. Also, to be fair, Flotsy's had a rough life. He was the one who had, what was it? For like, what was it, 3 months he had half of his jaw missing because he got into a fight with a warg and it bit his jaw off and he survived. Dude's freaking hardcore. So I think oh yeah, the Diablos is incoming. Yep, know about that. I think making him kind of like an immortal part of the colony, I think is fitting. I think. Alright, okay. So the question is, where are they going to land? Now, all the other times they all tended to land on the right side, but I think that could just be because of the open area. Now, even if they land, like say here, you know, by the farm, they are still going to be within range of 2 auto turrets. This is going to be interesting because I don't think my crew have got much armor as well. That's the other thing. I need to get them to wear armor. But having said that, Brilla, once we get the data plans for making Custodes armor, she's going to be a frigging beast. I mean, Jay doesn't need the armor because he's basically a sort of cross between a Githyanki Jedi. Oh, gift from the Carolines, and then the 4 components. Ah, thank you. Very nice. And bear in mind, this is going to be the tier 1. The 6 tiers of mechs. We're going to be fighting tier 1, and when we did it yesterday, we sent, I think it was, 10 colonists? 2 of them died practically instantly, and the rest got absolutely obliterated. and lots of claret everywhere. But yeah, yeah. As long as they land within range of this, I mean, that is. I literally cannot zoom out far enough to show how big the range is of that. Yeah, the 40k always likes to do things over the top. It still makes me laugh though, the amount of those types of quote unquote fans are like, oh, we can't have women into this playing this game. And like, dude, seriously, shut the fuck up. Okay? If women want to play this, let them. Hell, I follow now a few artists on Blue Sky, and one of them does I can't really call them the Primarchs because it's the lady versions of it, or the gender bent versions, and their art's brilliant. It's like, even though it's sort of like, I even sort of jokes like, that's it, I'm calling Inquisition, this is some heresy, and absolutely took it as a joke as it was meant to be. It's the ones who turn around and like, look, okay, we're going to need to have a little chat. You see, now, this is going to come as a shock to some of you guys out there. I say guys in all quote marks, that yes, there are ladies and non-binary individuals who like to play war games. If you have things in there that are more appealing to people like that, you're going to get more people playing it, which means more money is going to be spent, which means more things will be made, which means things like, I just want to reach through the internet and strangle some of those people. And if they honestly think that, hell, half of my gaming groups that I play now D&D and Star Trek Adventures with and stuff like that are non-male. So when people turn around and say, oh no, girls don't want to play that, kind of like, you really don't know that many women, do you? Or non-male people? You really don't know them. It just boggles my mind. There you go. That's my rant for the day. Right, come on, land. I want to see how these turrets work. Like, how are they work? Because if these things work against, they don't even need power. They just need ammo, which is good. There you go. And we have 435 in the ammo depot. I don't know what the proper term is for a place where ammo's kept. What is it? An armory? Depot? Oh, this is gonna hurt my brain. But yeah, whatever it is, this is going to be just filled out with ammo. So we're probably gonna have to put like a security door there. Actually, thinking about it, yeah, I think I'm gonna put a security door there. The last thing we need is to have some kind of Urukai type thing come running in. Oh, there we go. No, that was oh no, that was a shuttle taking off, so not landing. Yeah, so I've noticed that shuttles and stuff like that always tend to come in from the north, at least on this map. They always tend to come in from the northeast, like that sort of thing. They always tend to come in like sort of like that kind of direction. But I think that's because of where I'm positioned. Like, if you're in a certain place on the map where the only place you can approach by flight is, like, say, from the south, then they will tend to come in from the south or the north or whatever directions. And where I'm positioned, the vast majority of the landmass is towards the northwest. So it kind of makes sense that that's the direction they're going to come from. Oh, that's those elephants who wandered in. Okay, so they've just got... Okay. Now we'll let them wander around, they're fine. I just want these mechs to land, so It can take like anywhere from like a few hours to a couple of days before they land, so it all depends on what they're doing. I'm just gonna let this run. Now, obviously, if they land and these turrets take them out really frigging quickly, then I will continue to save. But if they don't, it's perfectly fine. This is a test run. I may just need to build like a couple more turrets. Although I'm thinking I might have like say bolter and laser las cannon. Depends on what the resources are to make the las cannon ammo. Let me just check something first of all before I progress. Let's see. Here we go. Torrential las cannon turret. Oh, okay. That's interesting. What ammo does it take to use? I'll go a lasgun power pack, right? Okay, so let's see a lasgun power pack. So let's see what that takes to make before I commit to making like an absolute runway of lasgun turrets. So lasgun power pack. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Plasteel, steel, and components to make a lasgun power pack that works for. You know what? Let's make 10 of those, and I'm going to put those over in the ammo storage thingy as well. Let's link these 4 together. There we go. So if I change one, then all the others will change, which is good. That's actually pretty good for the lasgun power. I know people joke that lasguns are essentially charge pack. There we go. So if I put charge pack, power pack, and plasma, I know people joke that like, oh, las cannon. To be fair, a las cannon in terms of actual stats, if you base it against real world weapons we have now, a las cannon is ridiculously powerful. Like it can take out tanks, it can vaporize people, things like that. The problem is, oh, here we go. Here we go. We have a local rat has gone mad. I thought. Okay, so because a local rat has gone mad, and we have a Diablos incoming, everyone's locked in that. Okay, you know what? Oh. No, he's playing on the tank. Kyochi, what you got there? You've got. You know what? Screw it, Jade. Can you handle the rogue ratty, please? Hang on. Oh damn it! It's not within range. I was going to test fire the bolter cannon on the rat. that would be overkill. So, I mean, it's literally just a rat. Can we just I'm fine. There you go. I know. I'm sorry, Ratty, but it's just you. Oh, I'm sorry. There we go. But I wonder if there's a way you can actually, if an animal does go completely wibbly, if there's a way you can, like, calm them down or something like that, like bring them out of their mental health issue sort of thing. Although again, it could also just be like a weird quirk of this planet that drive animals loopy every so often, which wouldn't surprise me. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so it's not exactly where they landed, but it's roughly the same area, right? Okay. And they're outside of... Right. Okay, so... This is where they landed, right by... Now, hold you, this is open. I want to see if I can get them within Get them within this. Oh, hello. Here we go. Here comes one. Here comes one. That's it. Come up this way. Come on. Come up this way. That's it. Come on. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. That's it. They may need to have a line of sight, which is an issue. But this is all for testing. This is fine. Okay, I'll give them a couple of minutes. They may do like a reload just to see if they land in a different spot. I've got a sneaky feeling they may be having to stay within range of the Diabolos. Yeah, they don't seem to be moving that far from them. Yeah, so basically that is where they need to go. Let's see if they go any further. Come on. Up you go. Up you go. Yeah, go on. Up. North, please. North. Have an investigation up to the north bit. That'll be... Okay, so we can't... Yeah, it's looking like I have to have a line of sight. Which, again, perfectly logical. Right, let's do a reload, actually. Yeah, let's do a reload. Now, to see where they land. Because if they do land a little bit further south, I'm probably going to have to build like a second turret down in the... In fact, it does make perfect sense to have at least one turret in each corner. That's actually a very good idea. Have one turret in each corner. That could work. And then have them sort of spread out equally around the perimeter. So then if anything does come up, we can at the very least take them out before people get there. Because the ammo doesn't take up a lot of resources, which is good. The las cannons, I think I'm going to have to look to see about those. This could be quite promising. I'm optimistic about this. I just need to know if they're going to land in the same, like I say, in the same spot each time. So yeah, last time they landed, like I say, roughly sort of here by this. So I think what I'll do, let's no, I need to link these, right? Okay, let's do this now. Link these, storage, and no, I want las cannon, don't I? Laser charge. Charge. Just change that. Yeah, there we go. So I'll have to do that again. Let's save that. I should have done it separate save, never mind. Right. Let's do this again. Yep, do that one. Ooh. Yeah, basically the last part of this mission stream is going to be me just testing this out. Now, if anybody's interested, tomorrow we will be I forgot about that. We will be watching the first 4 episodes of season 2 of Spy Family, which I'm really looking forward to because that has just been that's one of those shows that has just been so disgustingly wholesome and also slightly terrifying at the same time. But I'm really liking how it's played out. Actually, switch aid. Let's have temporarily. Oh, we did it afterwards. What's that? That is the Zerker equipment. Excuse me. And yeah, we have the salmon. So if they do tend to land in the same spot, then we will build. I mean, it does kind of make sense from a RP logic point of view that if that's the area where we're going to be building our starship to take off, that we have it guarded. So like maybe like a turret on each corner sort of thing as a bit of security protection to make people think it's like, oh yeah, we don't be going in there. That's look at those turrets that are around the outside of it. When it's literally just at the moment it's just an empty field. But actually, you know what? I might even make this tiled. Actually, yeah, make it tiled. If it's just going to be a lot of, yeah, let's make it tiled. Paved tile. Put one there. There we go. And yeah, so it's 24 by 24. That's how much space. Well, actually, it's probably going to be more like 22 rather than 24 because we need an area around the outside for people to walk around. So yeah, we have a 22 by 22 area in which to build. But that's we've got to get the research first. So you know what? Let's just do a. You know what? Let's just do this as a mech testing. There we go. Because they're called like mechanoid sort of things, but we need to get that chip that comes from the Diabolos. Once we get that, we can start then to do some serious progression, or at least begin the process of working towards getting the higher level mechs, and then eventually getting the androids. And because some of the mechs are pretty good, and like the combat ones, some of them are really freaking good. Like we already have somebody who is a mechanite ready, which is Jade, with her ridiculous DNA that she's got. Well, she was technically a human. Then she joined the Adeptus Mechanicus and became a mechanite, which is like sort of like a human setup with implants that allows them to control mechs. Then she found in a Jedi temple of all things not only a plasma sword, but the Arcanite crystal, which changed her into a semi-immortal being that she is now. Now, as we saw yesterday when we were doing the other test with the mechs, she can be killed. She is biologically immortal. She is not physiologically immortal in this additional sense, which I realise is probably the same term, but you know what I mean. Right. So yeah, if they land here. Oh, and we have a balaclava and a tactical vest from the Caro Alliance. Ah, thank you. That's nice of them. See, this is why we want to build a museum and have everything else done. We have no roulette table. See that table's made $30, say 30 silver. Then we have the Pazak table. We have the little holo terminals things there where people can dance and get the groove on. We have reactors, generators. We have a medipod. We have a replicator, Star Trek replicator, obviously, not a Stargate replicator. The Stargate replicators are terrifying. Yeah, it's a little common. Was it not so much a joke? But it's like when people hear replicators and they think the Star Trek, it's like, yeah, Star Trek style replicators are great. Stargate have got replicators. No, you do not want to. No, they are terrifying. Like, especially when you first meet them, they are legitimately terrifying. Like, but they're done in a really good way in that if you watch them on the show, you don't see what they do, which is good. They keep it on the down low, but you know what they do, and they are frigging terrifying. Like, I'm not too keen on how they handled them towards the end of Stargate. I didn't hate it, it's just not the direction I would have gone myself. But I can see why they did it. But yeah, Stargate's another one of those shows I absolutely loved watching, and I wish it came back on like Prime or something like that, because it was one of those shows that like Farscape, like Star Trek and things like that, that I spend so much time watching those shows. So much time. Also, Stargate the movie, a little bit cheesy. But it's that good cheese, you know what I mean? We've all seen it before. You acknowledge that this film is like, yeah, this is. Now, if you think about it objectively, this is not exactly what you would call a high quality film, but it's fun. It's a fun film, and it spawned. What's it? So you've got Stargate, obviously, Stargate Atlantis, and there was also surprisingly, a lot of people don't realise there was a Stargate cartoon as well. Wasn't great. Wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. Then and here's a fun fact: this Stargate Atlantis was one of Jason Momoa's first major breakout roles, which surprised a lot of people. Like you see him being like, because you know, when he did what was it, the Dune series, and then people go, oh, what does he know about sci-fi, and you know, those types of people, and you just want to say, you do know one of his first major roles was on a sci-fi show. So that does really just maybe just want to slap certain people, because you just turn around and say, you know, you act like you know about things, but you don't know that the person you are being negative towards was on a pretty decent sci-fi show. I mean, granted, he was playing pretty much the same character, but you know, his characters do tend to be a bit typecast. I won't deny that, but yeah, he was actually pretty good as a character on that. Ronin. There we go. Yeah, he played a guy called Ronin Dax on Stargate. Wow, how the hell do I remember that? Okay, so we're just gonna they're building the construction yard. I mean, the thing in itself, this is, like I say, this is probably not going to be a massive ship, but I have, you know, there's room I can build other bits and pieces for, and then once it's built, I can just bring down the walls, and then we can take off, and that will be where I personally will think the game is done. Now, somebody has made a fan mod which pretty much takes up from that point on, where the main focus is building ships and going up into the stars. But apparently it's a major resource hog because of the very nature of it. Like, it's not horrible, it's just because of the way the game works, it takes up a big chunk of resources on your computer. So it's probably not going to be one I will stream, but it will probably be one I will play. Because I'm hitting that point with OBS and this game now. It's like it's causing me issues every now and then, as I found out the other day. But okay, so right, let's do a semi-save. So we're doing the mech testing one. So let's remember, it was I will do something on the end of it. Yeah, I mean, we're back up to like almost 4,000 silver now. And we were close to, what was it, 7,000 at the beginning. We then spent 6,000 on the STC, which we really did need. Which is why Flotsy is going to be, say, volunteering for the Cogitator program. I mean, his body's messed up, even with our regenerator system. So I think having him, you know, go out in a blaze of glory, I think would be fitting. You know, he's one of our OG colonists, and I think having him permanently in part of the colony, I think will be a nice way to go. Now, of course, if we can somehow, you know, copy the, you know, the regeneration or the youth genes. Oh! I just thought of something. I might be able to do this. Right, hang on. I might be able to do this. Right, okay. Jade, I need to borrow you. I need to borrow you. I've just suddenly thought of something. Right, so where is it? I need... Oh, I need to do... Where is it? No, that's for that one. Biotech. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's it. Yes, I need the this version permits targeting specific genes, right? So we've got the basic. Okay, so that one prefers genes. Let's pop that. Actually, let's pop that one. Let me just see something. I just suddenly thought if I can select the gene to go in there. Oh no, but we need to get the Arcanite capsules before we can implant those into other people. Oh, that's a Muffalo. Okay, where's the Muffalo? Okay. Right, so we do need a line of... That's interesting. We do need a line of sight. Okay, so we need to make sure that... Yeah. Okay, so... That was kind of a test. That actually worked out quite well. That Buffalo went very, very well. Dave, okay. Okay, so that's going to take 24 hours. So, no. We might be able to find some Arcanite stuff. He says. That was pretty brutal. How much ammo did that use? Okay, that took 5. I mean, granted, most of the ammo went into the tree because the tree was in the way, but that, I think that took 2 shots, and that, yeah, right. Wow. Oh, that's brutal. Moderate blood loss, gunshot to the right kidney, which has been destroyed because of the... Oh, yeah, that is... Okay, so test firing of the turrets worked. Not on the target we was expecting, but you know what? That's fine. That is fine. So we're going to do just like they do. Wait until the Diablos arrives. Again, I'll probably do a test, another couple of tests or so over the weekend, if I get a chance. Oh, apparently Kyochi's having a party. I mean, there's only like a Diablos on the way, but hey, you want to have a party? Go for it. Enjoy yourself. You've been working hard. Yeah, so yeah, the 2 things I need to do over the weekend is sort out this garden, farm, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I think this I can probably move. I'll probably move that up to here. Then that'll give more space. Anyway, you know that's exactly what I'm going to do. Let's pop that there, so all the gene extractors can go along this top wall here then, and that'll give us a little bit more space here to put in gene banks and processors. Okay, yeah, we're gonna need to make sure. sure. Actually, you know what? Let's just select everything on here. In the visible area. And chop wood. Same for here. Visible area. Cut the plants. Oak trees. Visible area. There we go. There's no reason why I want to put like the asphalt down here is because it will stop plants and things growing. So anything that does come in through here. So okay, yeah, that has definitely proved that we do need to have line of sight, because that was one thing I was concerned about. So I won't be able to have like but I might be able to put, like I say, like sandbags or something there, so they can shoot over it, kind of thing. But that's there you go. You've left one. Excuse me. You've literally just left one paved tile there. You've done the entire. Alright, fine. You're off to B&Q to get some more tiles. I know what it's like. Oh, that's a lot of. Yeah. Sorry for shooting your friend Muffalos. Sorry. I'm just thinking now. What else can we have? Obviously, we can make the las cannon packets, power packs, and each one has 500 shots, which is pretty good. Yeah, we need to make sure that this area here is clear. So I'm gonna put some more asphalt down to keep it clear. Excuse me. As you can see, yeah, start digging this here. I wonder, is there an area, can I designate? Is there a way I can designate an area just to... look, if anything grows here, clear it out. We'll need to keep this area clear. I suppose I could put grass down. Like I did over here. But the problem is... Yeah, the problem is you have the trees here. I left the trees here for the memorial garden. That's fine. It makes sense to have trees there. But for over here... Oh, well, that's some good news. The Muffalo who volunteered to test our turrets will live on as we extracted their genes from their body. So they will live on in some kind of future abomination. Speaking of, I think it's time for me to make another one. No, we'll do that afterwards because this is a test save. I'm gonna do that one. But for a giggle, let's have a look. Let's see what we can make. Let's see. We could make a muffalope. An exploding muffalo. Ooh, yeah. I'm not sure about that. A bear cat or cat bear? A manalope. Oh god, that really is an abomination. A humanoid crossed with a... Whoa. With a boomaloop. Man squirrel. Mole bear. We need more genotypes. Yeah, we need more genotypes. Okay, let's just, you know what? Let's just put these... You know what? Let's just set these two forever. So they're constantly doing them whenever we get an opportune moment. Except for the humanoid ones. Yeah, we'll keep the humanoid ones we do those on a manual basis, but the rest of them, yeah, we'll keep them that. So this is the tinkering table. This is where we make the boosters, the stabilizers, the genome excavators. The best genetic. Ugh. Scooping out the brain. Oh god, that sounds terrifying. No, we'll say no, thank you. Oh, apparently, whilst fishing, Omnibot has caught some mortar shells. Interesting. Okay. Okay, come on, Diablos. I need to test out the turrets to see how effective you are against them. If they are against you, I should say. That's it. Yeah, let's clear out all these bushes and trees and whatnot. Also, it gives me some more what do you call it? Some more resources then. Oh, don't crash on me. Oh no, it's just there's a. There you go. Peach tree. Interesting. Chop stump. Go to those as well. Another burn stump. Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff here. I might have to trim this mountainous outcrop in here so that these turrets have more of a... Because obviously if they hide behind this rock, it's going to protect them. Because whilst I suspect they probably could crack open this... Yeah, because it's only got like 450 health. It will take a while and it will use up a lot of ammo. That's it. I'm going to have a little hauler bot doing their thing. Thank you, hauler bot. Yeah, this is there we go, now there. So don't be too surprised if when I come back next week with this that I have expanded things a lot more, or it's like a lot more turrets. But like that, at least on stream, I want to see how effective they are against. You know, I'm going to do a test saver. There we go. Rather than a full save. I'd have to wait ages. But yeah, so the last time the mechs landed around here, which is unfortunately out of the range of this. So I think, you know, based on how much size that is taken up, I think having one turret on each corner, at the very, very least, even if it's... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh, and they've... Okay, so they've landed up here this time. Right. You know what? I'm going to do... Again... I just did that testing as well, which is quite handy. So, yeah, it looks like they will land on the outer area where I'm not allowed to build. Which I suppose, you know, is a good way of making it so they... I was like, oh, look, they can't land, therefore you automatically win, sort of logic. You know, there's got to be at least some way for them to get to your base. Because otherwise it'll just... I'm wondering if I can have anti-aircraft things to maybe, possibly shoot at the drop pods as they're coming in. I wonder if that's a thing. Would it be anti-aircraft? Are drop pods classified as aircraft? That's the question. I mean, maybe I would say in IRL, I would say yeah. You know, you should be able to use like anti-aircraft things to at least attack them. It's whether or not the game considers them to be aircraft. Because drop pods in this are a very specific thing. So, for that. So yeah, they had ones over here. Yeah, it may just... Okay, so... Right, so for this time when they summoned, they landed here. God damn it. It's like right over the other side of the map as well. I just need to test to see. Alright, I'm going to do it one more time. And if they load in that same spot, then I know it's going to be dependent on the will of fate. I'm okay with that. It's probably determined semi-randomly, like when you first summon them, sort of thing. Like a, we're going to go there. Human. What I was going to say. Yeah. Give us a try, and then if not, I'm going to call it a night because it's getting turned 10 to 9, so he's grumbly somewhere. Actually, no, she's probably asleep on my bed at the moment. That tends to be where she goes sometimes lately. Just goes through phases. Sometimes she'll sleep on the laundry, sometimes she'll sleep on the couch, sometimes she'll sleep on my bed. And she's not on her tower. She's not on the couch. She's on my bed. Oh, wait for this to reload. So yeah, this is where they came up before. Yeah, okay, so it does look like it's like the same, I'm not saying the same spot, but it looks like it's kind of predetermined when you summon them, where they arrive. Okay. I mean, these things are ridiculous health. Okay, so let's let this thing wander. Is it just going to bimble around there? It looks like, yeah, they tend to stay in the same rough area. The Hellsphere Cannon. Okay, yeah, they're not really moving from this spot. Oh, the music's got all a bit funky. Okay. Right. So, yeah, I'm gonna be testing it over the weekend, but I don't know if it's going to change things that much. But that's perfectly fine. Now, that's what testing's for. That's why you have different saves. But it's going to be interesting. So don't be at all surprised. What I'm saying is, if I come back on Tuesday and I've made a fair amount of progress, and it's like, I got into I got up, fed the cat, had a shower, started playing Rimworld. Next thing I know, it's 5 PM. It may be one of those weekends. So, but for now, I will say good night. So yes, as I mentioned earlier, we will be watching in our bring your own copy watch along stream. We will be watching Spy Family Season 2, which I'm still not 100% sure I have seen some of. I may have seen 1 or 2 episodes, but honestly, I think that was around the last time I had to take some major amount of painkillers. So I may have been mentally not on the same planet, which is, considering the things I've had to take in the past to deal with pain issues, I'll say no more. But for now, I will say goodnight, and if you're not joining us tomorrow, then have a good weekend. Bye bye. Oh, and it is music playing for a bit. This is quite funky.